Welcome to Axial Markets webinar series. Star 6.
Star 6.
Welcome to Axial Markets webinar series, and thanks for taking the time to join us. Today's webinar will provide an introduction to one of the latest features available to Axial Market members, contacts. For those of you who may not be familiar with Axial Market, we are the world's largest network for people who buy, sell, or invest in private companies. We help connect business owners and their advisors to corporations and financial sponsors looking to make acquisitions or invest in private companies. Axial Market's newest features, contacts, allow you to consolidate, automate, and more easily manage the different moving pieces of your deal process, which means you can spend your time on the things that matter most, closing deals faster and pitching new business more successfully. In this webinar, we'll show you how you can leverage contacts to accelerate deal speed by gaining instant success and insight into your own network's latest investment interests. Improve your chances of closing a deal by building highly customized buyer lists that include the most relevant members of Axial Market and your own network. And generate faster and higher response rates on every deal. Please save any questions for the end of the webinar, and I will answer as many as possible then. Thanks again for taking the time to join us today and understand this exciting new feature. To kick things off, let's walk you through how to add and import contacts from your personal network into your Axial Market account. You'll start by clicking on the Contacts tab on the far right of your Axial Market dashboard. On your Contacts page, you have the option to either create a contact or import contacts. Create a contact to add an individual person, or import contacts to add multiple people at once. Most members begin using contacts by first importing their network of personal relationships into their accounts, and then adding individual contacts on a one-off basis as they meet new people at networking events, conferences, or through the course of working on a deal. So let's click Import Contacts. Axial Market has made the import process as easy as possible by providing you with a template that we replicated almost identical to the same CSV that you would import from Microsoft Outlook. So you can import your contacts with just a few clicks. You can also see that multiple years of Microsoft Outlook are supported by our importer. Now let's just download and then open up this template. There are a large number of potential data points that you are able to import about your contacts, which we've included to give members the ability to manage relationships with their network more easily. At a minimum, however, only a contact's email address is required. Before uploading any list, it is important to update your contact list so that its column headers match the headers provided in this Axial Market template. For example, if you are uploading a list of just email addresses, which again is the only required field for importing your personal network, the header for that column of email addresses in your CSV file must be titled email address. Let's practice this process now. If you manage your contacts in Microsoft Outlook, you must first export your address book from Microsoft Outlook as a CSV file and save it. No further formatting updates are required since our template mirrors an Outlook export. If you store your personal network in any other database or in an Excel spreadsheet, you will need to open the file after exporting it and save it as a CSV. which you can do by clicking on File, clicking on Save As, and then from the Format drop-down menu, just select CSV file. Confirm where you're downloading the file, and then just click Save. Once you have saved the CSV file of your personal network, go back into your Axial Market account. Click Browse, select the appropriate CSV file, and then you just want to click Open and then Import Contacts. Depending on the size of your contacts list, it might take a few minutes to upload your contacts. But once the import is finished, you will automatically be notified by email of its completion. You have now uploaded your personal network into your Axial Market account. To add any additional contacts on a one-off basis going forward, it's as easy as clicking on Create Contact, inputting your contact's email address, scrolling to the bottom, and simply clicking Add Contact. Before we move on, remember that any contacts you import or create are private within your Axial Market account only and will never be shared with any other members. Now that we've imported contacts, let's show you how to leverage this feature to customize buyer lists and accelerate your deal speed. By default, contacts will be organized alphabetically by last name, and you can quickly navigate to a specific contact by clicking on the first letter of the contact's last name along the horizontal shortcut bar across the top of your list. In order to view a specific contact's email and contact details, you just want to click on their name. You can edit any contact's information at any time by clicking the Edit Contact link in the right of the contact's name. Our most successful members vigilantly update notes on a contact after any interaction or conversation. Members are recording information on how contacts have responded to prior deals or about their current investment criteria, and any other anecdotes that might be relevant to future deals that you share with this contact. By logging notes regularly and often, you will be able to ensure you are reaching out to the most relevant relationships on your next deal, and then use your notes to send targeted message to generate the highest response rate possible. Now, because Axial Market is an actively engaged network and not a database, the contacts feature also enables you to get immediate and real-time visibility into your network's latest investment and acquisition interests, with no additional work required on your part. When importing a contacts list, Axial Market will automatically scan it to determine which of your contacts are already members of the network and indicate them as such with a member badge, which pops up right below that contact's name. You'll also see that your contacts will be separated into members, non-members, and those contacts that you recently updated. Members with active investment and acquisition interests will provide you with access to their assigned transaction profiles right in the contact details view. Transaction profiles are unique to Axial Market members with access to buy-side tools. Transaction profiles allow different types of capital providers and strategic buyers to market their forward-looking investment criteria on Axial Market. As opposed to information contained in a database, which is limited to historical transaction information and interest, Axial Market's transaction profiles are the only source of forward-looking information on the investments and acquisitions that someone is looking to make over the coming months. Transaction profiles combined with personal data as well as notes become a powerful tool to help you do three things better. First, generate the fastest and highest response rate from buyers and investors as possible by better understanding who are truly the best potential fits for your client and customizing your outreach to them. Second, introducing optionality to your client to ensure a higher chance of closing a deal by uncovering contacts you may not have considered due to either incomplete information about their interests in your database, but also Axial Market transaction profiles indicate a level of fit. Finally, you avoid wasted time on stale contacts that you haven't spoken to in a while, whose investment interests in your own database are either outdated or inaccurate, but whose transaction profiles indicate that they would not be a good fit. This takes us through the initial setup, import, and navigation of contacts. Let's next walk through the process of adding them to a customized buyer list and how to manage and track responses and overall interest level on a deal. From your dashboard, which you can access by any time by clicking the Axial Market logo in the top left-hand corner of your account, let's click into opportunities that you own, which immediately takes us into your open folder. As a quick refresher here, Axial Market members create opportunities to connect with other members across a wide range of transaction types and stages. In addition to traditional sell-side M&A deals, opportunities can be used for capital raises, buyout and acquisition financing, co-investment or partnership opportunities, and others. In addition, members can use opportunities to quickly gauge market demand for a pitch opportunity or to generate initial interest in a pre-marketing process. When you click into an opportunity, you'll immediately be brought to your teaser tab. In addition, you'll be able to access relevant contacts, recommendations, recipients, and your document room for this opportunity through the remaining tabs. As you may already know, the Recommendations tab contains a list of Axial Market members whose investment criteria that they've indicated a potential interest in learning more about your opportunity and whom we'd recommend you reach out to. The Documents tab contains deal-related documents you can upload to share with the prospective buyers and investors, while the Recipients tab will allow you to contain a list of the members and your personal contacts that you've already reached out to on this deal. The Recipients tab is also where you can track responses and level of interest from both other members and your own contacts in real time, in addition to helping you manage the sharing of documents and any active follow-ups. We'll briefly come back to some of these tabs later in the webinar. Remember, any deal in your draft folder is completely private and hidden from both members on your Recommendations tab and your personal contacts. To share this deal with any recommended Axial Market member, you should click Activate, the green icon loaded directly below the headline of any opportunity. Activate allows you to confidentially convert this passive report of potentially interested members into an active report that will automatically allow you to discover who is interested in your specific client. For every opportunity you own, you will be able to access your personal network via the Contacts tab for that opportunity. This is how you introduce an opportunity you're working on to your contacts, helping you customize your buyer list by adding them to your process. Within the Contacts tab, you will see checkboxes next to each contact's name. As you select specific contacts, the ticker in the top right-hand corner tallies the number of contacts that you have selected to introduce your opportunity to. You also have the option to select all of your contacts, which is located directly to the left of the Add a New Contact function. By clicking this box, you can either select or deselect all the contacts in your address book. After selecting all of the appropriate contacts that you want to share this deal with, click Invite Selected Contacts in the top right-hand corner. Clicking this button will prompt you to personalize an email message to all the contacts that you've selected. It is important to point out two things here. First, each message to a contact will be completely personalized, as you can see by this first name field. Also, none of the recipients of this email are disclosed to one another. Each email is sent individually from you to that contact's email inbox. This ensures that every interaction is private and personalized and allows you to manage your deal process on your terms. Once you've crafted your message, send the invitation and your contacts will receive the invite email. Because your outreach to contacts behaves just like an email, it's important to treat it as such. Here's a quick checklist we recommend you run through before sending an opportunity to your contacts for the first time. First, update your signature. Your user profile photo and contact information are displayed in the signature of your email. And you can update this information by going to the top right corner of your screen and clicking on your user profile. Second, update your company profile and logo. Your company logo will also be attached to the bottom of this email. So be sure to update this by clicking Company Description at the top left of your screen. Most important is to write a well-crafted email. Customize the subject to capture your contact's attention and be sure to email your highlights of the most interesting facts about the opportunity you are sharing in order to generate the highest response rate. We have created this process to be as completely personalized as possible. This is your account and you are the professional running the deal. We want your company's brand and your personal touch to be prominent in every interaction you take within your Axial account, whether that is to your personal contacts or fellow Axial Market members. Once your contacts receive this email, they are able to respond immediately without any obligation to sign up for Axial Market membership. Your contacts can reply to you by replying directly to the email they receive, or they can respond to your opportunity by clicking on a unique link to your opportunity so that we can track to provide you with real-time interest and activity data from that contact. All responses from contacts are forwarded to your personal email inbox, seamlessly integrated within your email to make it easier for you to follow up and build momentum in the process. Just like Axial Market members do, contacts can formally confirm their interest by pursuing your opportunity from this landing page, which enables you to focus your time following up with the most interested parties who opt into your process. As we recommended in other webinars, our most successful members respond immediately to interested parties with a follow-up message or the next steps in their deal process. You'll continue to see the value of using Axial Market's contact feature to introduce opportunities to your network in this next section, which will walk you through how to track and manage responses from both Axial Market members and your personal contacts in one seamless process. Let's take a look at the Recipients tab. As you begin receiving responses from members and contacts you've reached out to, Axial Market's deal management tools enable you to quickly determine who has confirmed interest in your deal and who has not. This is all automatically updated in real time without need for manual work by you. Simply use the Filter By drop-down menu, which allows you to look at pursuing buyers. From this list, you can determine whom to continue down the line with and in what order, whatever fits your process, by sending them a direct email. You can even see who has not yet decided on this deal by, again, going back to the filter down menu. And you can ping them with a friendly follow-up to the left of any undecided professional's name. Axial Market's premium membership levels even enable you to take deal tracking one step further by enabling you to export all deal activity into a downloadable report that stays automatically updated as additional members and contacts respond to you. Members use this frequently to keep their clients updated on their progress or update colleagues and team members internally, eliminating the need for recording which buyers is at what stage in a specific deal process manually. This concludes today's webinar on Axial Market contacts. At Axial Market, we are focused on helping deal professionals succeed not only by introducing them to new relationships within the network, but also by enabling them to more effectively and easily manage their existing relationships, all with the goal of saving you time and helping you close more deals faster. Contacts is about you. We have designed this product to allow you and your company to personalize every interaction you have, whether that is with your personal contacts or through interactions with recommended Axial Market members on any deal. From company logos to user profile images to customizable notes for any specific contact, this is your account and you should tailor it to your needs. I'll end the webinar with a quick note on how Axial Market membership works. Axial Market members can access the network at various levels of membership, ranging from free to paid. At the free level, entrepreneurs, business brokers, and smaller advisory firms can use a lightweight version of Axial Market to identify and connect with a broad investor and buyer base for an unlimited amount of opportunities. The free level of membership also includes the ability to leverage contacts functionality, which we've covered today, and introduce opportunities to your own network through contacts. Most boutique investment banks and private equity firms, however, start at our basic membership level. This is better suited for investment banks that invest in and conduct extensive buyer research, run more targeted processes, or need advanced deal management capabilities. And for private investment firms that are actively seeking investment and acquisition opportunities and can also leverage our opportunity toolset to identify co-investors and acquisition financing sources. Premium membership levels also include access to a dedicated account manager who can ensure you get the most out of your premium membership, and includes white glove services like offline introductions and invitations to premium member-only events. While we spent most of this webinar reviewing some of the features and tools that are a part of Axial Market membership, it's important to stress that the value of a network comes from being a part of it and actively building relationships with other members, not just access to the technology. Building relationships is something you can experience and not simply demonstrate online. So we've introduced a membership option that enables people to take advantage of membership for an initial 3-month term before committing to the typical annual membership. Most investment banks and private private investment firms start at that basic membership level, which is $2,000 for 3 months, though there are also pro and enterprise options available for larger or more active firms. At this time, I would love to take 5 to 10 minutes to answer any quick questions you might have. Please use the chat box to enter in your question, and thanks again for taking the time to join us today. It looks like I'm getting a question here. The question is, if I upload my buyer list again, will it create duplicates of all of my contacts? It's a good question. The answer is no. Axial Markets Importer will never create duplicates of the same email. What it will do is upload your existing contacts with the new information you import related to a specific contact's email. So, if you import your buyer list again, but have a new phone number for that contact, after you import that new CSV file, your contact in your Axial account will display the new updated phone number for your contact. I'm getting another question. Are contacts shared across a firm with multiple users, or are contacts private to each individual user? At the moment, contacts are shared across the firm, but our product and engineering team are working hard on solving this problem, or solving this issue. I'm getting one last question here about membership cost. The question asking that I mentioned that cost could be $3,000 for 3 months, and was that the right amount? Again, most of our investment banks and private investment firms are starting at the basic level, which to get started is just $2,000 for 3 months, not $3,000. Seems we don't have any more questions coming in here today. I want to thank everyone for attending here. Thanks for your time. And if you have any more questions, please contact your member success manager, or please contact me via email or my direct phone line after the webinar. Thanks again for your time. Have a great day.